All right, Nate, the NFC side of the playoffs starts Sunday afternoon with the 7 seed Packers traveling to face the 2 seed Eagles in Philadelphia. We have seen some early movement in the odds for this game before the line is settled at 4.5 currently. You said you didn't have many AFC bets for this weekend, but do you have some here?
Yeah, so I've some interest in game both side and total. Starting with the point spread, I'm interested in the Packers plus the points.
Hmm.
We saw early when this matchup was pretty much set, which was right after the Packers lost to the Bears and the Commanders held on to beat the or came back to beat the Cowboys, and it locked
Yeah.
in the matchup that we were, if all the favorites kind of advanced, this would be it. So a
Hmm.
matchup I've been thinking about for over a week. And when the line came out, it was 3.5, which I kind of thought was a fair number. But because Jordan
Hmm.
Love left Sunday's game for the Packers, and also Christian Watson suffered an
Yeah.
injury that has ended up being a season-ending ACL tear, I kind of expected the Eagles to take early money. So I was in no rush to bet
Hmm.
Green Bay. I wanted to see how far this would get up. On Monday morning, I wake up, it's Eagles minus 5.5. So I was thinking maybe get to 6. I feel like Green Bay plus 6 would be a good bet, assuming Jordan Love's okay. And then when later on Monday afternoon or late morning, it goes down to 4.5, and then we get news that Jalen Hurts is still in the concussion protocol. The number kind of continues to bounce around, but after all that, as of Tuesday afternoon, as we record this, it is Eagles minus 4.5 right now. So a lot of fascination in the point spread. I feel like we're going to kind of stay in this moment as long as Jalen Hurts is good to go. I actually think whoever wins this matchup has a really good shot at making the Super Bowl. I do like this Packers team from an upside perspective. They have an offense that's really explosive. However, without Christian Watson, maybe they lack that, and they're going to have to go into more of like a bully ball team with Josh Jacobs running the ball. But I do still feel like they have enough young wide receivers that they could kind of pick up where Watson left off, even though he's kind of a unique talent with his ability to stretch the field. And on the other side, I do like the Eagles in general. Their defense is great under Vic Fangio, the defensive coordinator. They're able to run the ball behind a great offensive line. My only question would be how Jalen Hurts looks if he is able to go in this game. And obviously, he's going to have to go in this game if the Eagles are going to want to make it to the Super Bowl. But Hurts hasn't played a full game since week 15. He had that concussion early in the game against the Commanders in week 16. They sat him out in week 17. And then in week 18, they didn't need to play anyone. And he was one of the guys that was resting. So I was a little bit surprised to still see him in the concussion protocol as of Monday. So I'm still looking into the Packers here at plus 4.5 or better. At plus 4, maybe a small bet on Green Bay, but would want over 4, especially without Christian Watson. But because I have some questions about the Packers offense in general without Watson, maybe Love is still banged up from why he had to leave the game in week 18, and then mix in the Eagles' strong defense, mix in maybe some rust for Jalen Hurts. And I do land on the first half under in this game. I personally bet under 23.5 in the first half. I think under 23 or better is a good bet in this game. I can expect a slow start in Philly. So I'm already in on the first half under, and then I'm going to take a look at Packers plus the points. But that'll probably be a bet later in the week if I do take Green Bay against the spread.